poppin', Chris Klein? It's your girl, baby, back here with another video. And today is going to be a good day. Today, you are going to hear a story. Today will be the day that I tell you a story about my life. Today. That's the word of the day. Today is the word of the day. Okay, I'm tired of saying today. Chris Clint. Hold on. Let me fix my seat. Fix it a little bit more. Making me look short here. Alright, there we go. Chris Clan, today is a story time. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so you're probably wondering, a story time? That's boring. It's not the way I'm going to tell it. So look, this is going to be a story time about my first fight. I would classify it as a fight. Well, yes I would. My first fight. I'm going to tell you about the beef, the juice, the tea, the Kool-Aid, the flavor. I'm going to tell you about all that. All of it. Look, we're going to mix it up and we're going to sip it together. Okay? We're going to sip it together. So look. We're not going to use names. Well, I can't use names because some of you guys do not know who these people are. So look. It was actually last year. Last year was my first fight. My first real fight. So, this last year I was in 7th grade. It was my first year at a public school. So imagine being, not a private school, but imagine being baby all your life and then you finally grow up and you step into a new world. That was me. So I'm going to this public school. I'm like, no, I don't want to go, but I get used to it. It was this girl in my history class. Her name is Jada. We started off as friends. Like, she used to talk to me every day. I think she was like, not a best friend, but a close friend. I guess you can say that. And we talked every day in history class. Like, we would not get work done some days because we would just talk. And she told me a couple of things, and I told her a couple of things, but yeah, that's how that went. And one day, I told her, because I heard her talking about me behind my back and telling my secrets, I told her, I said, I can't mess with you no more. Like, it's the beginning of the year, you're trying to figure out your friends. I figured out that she wasn't one. So I left her alone. And from that point on, she just did not like me. Like, she couldn't stand me. So, one day, teacher told us to pick groups. We picked groups, but she wasn't there. And there was nowhere else for her to sit besides by herself or in our group. So, we tried to fake like she wasn't, somebody was going to sit in that extra seat that we had. And she was going to sit by herself. So she come back. She didn't want to sit by herself, so she sat in our group. And it was me, my boy best friend, my trust bud, and another girl. And then her. And we was sitting down. She came in. She had an attitude, but she had some candy. She was eating on candy. And we're not supposed to eat in that class, so I don't know why she had it out anyway. So my boy best friend asked her for some candy because, one, you're not supposed to be eating. If you're going to eat it in front of everybody, you might as well share. You gonna share with him, her, it, that. You gonna share with everybody. You gonna share with the ants on the floor too, cause I know you gonna spill some. You gonna share with everybody. So when he asked her for some, she immediately snapped back and say no, and then she started cussing him out. This, that. And so after she finished cussing him out, my boy best friend immediately says, okay, you can really shut that down and go on somewhere because you don't belong over here anyway. And then she says, yes, I do. And like, we sitting across from each other. And I already can't stand her. So I don't look up, I don't bother you, I don't touch you, I don't kick my feet out to make it look like I'm touching you. I don't do none of that. I don't bother you at all. Like, I stay in my space. Like, this my space right here. So she says, yes, I do. I sit right there, and she points to where I'm sitting. For one, pointing is rude. For two, you already know I can't stand you, so why would you do that? So you know me. I'm gonna hit you with that. No, you don't. You don't sit right here. She gonna say, yes, I do. And I'm gonna say, no, you don't. And she say, yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes. And we just playing the yes, I do, no, you don't game. You feel me? And so, after we finished playing that game, we didn't finish. She said, she played a different game. She said, yes, the F I do, you B word. Yo, she triggered me. Like, when she said that, I just like, I started laughing like real talk. I said, I looked at them, I looked at my best friend and my trust buddy. I said, did she? And then I stood up, I said, who the F you calling the B word, you B word? And then we was just going back and forth at this point. And at this point, the class was all talking and the teacher couldn't hear us. The teacher was calling roll. And then at this point, when we standing up and we arguing and we yelling across the classroom back and forth, the teacher just stands up and she looks at us. Like, we arguing. Like, she could throw hands, I could throw hands right now because ain't nothing between us but space, you feel me? Space and opportunity for you to get laid out. You heard me? Alright, so look. Teacher stand up, she look at us. We still arguing. Teacher come over there, stand in between us, didn't break nothing up. We still arguing. She ain't telling us calm down or nothing. So we arguing, and we going back and forth. And you know, it's a tight space. Like, it's a little classroom. Like, it's a desk right here at the end of this door, and it's a desk right here at the end of this, at the end of this door. Like, imagine two desks right here, and it's all the space you got. So I'm not finna fight you in no little bitty space because I'm not trying to get my head banged on nothing. And not that you're capable of doing that, because you know I'm just strong. I got them hands. You feel me? So I go outside the classroom and stand in the hallway and wait for you to come out there, because at this point, if you really gonna do something, you finna come out to the hallway and you finna let me go ahead and do what I gotta do, walk over you and keep going. So teacher holding her down. Wait, no. Before that, she tried to swing on me, so that's why I walked out in the hallway and I was ready to fight. You feel me? And so the teacher's holding her back at this point. Then she ended up biting the teacher, but the teacher didn't let go. She called another teacher to get her. Like, you gotta have two teachers hold you down. Come on now, you was not that big and bad. So after all that happened, we end up getting suspended or whatever. But that's just the beginning of the beef, the beginning of the teeth. You know, you feel me? You feel what I'm saying? So we get on and on in a year. We don't like each other. Like, we can't stand each other. Like, if I'm in the hallway, you better get on the other side type stuff. Like, I can't stand you. Like, to be in the same atmosphere and breathe the same air as you is just like, I feel sick to my stomach. So we go on later in the year, and this is when the actual fight happens. Well, you'll determine if it's a fight the way I explain it. So we get later on into the year, and I'm minding my own business. The same teacher had put me out her classroom because I had yelled at this other student because kept messing with me. And the teacher said, okay, go outside, cool off, walk up the hallway or whatever she told me to do. I couldn't remember. So I'm walking up the hallway, got my backpack on, just chilling, walking up the hallway, finna walk to the trash can and come back. Now the way the hallways are set up, you walk up the hallway and then you can turn. So I walked up the hallway and turned to that trash can over there. And I acknowledged that she's in the hallway before I turned. I said, uh-oh, she in the hallway. And it's not passing period. Like, we supposed to be in class right now. Well, she's supposed to be in class right now. Teacher, I have permission to be out of class. So I'm going to the trash can. I acknowledge she in the hallway. I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna do nothing. So I walk to the trash can, throw my trash away, and then I turn around and walk back. And as I'm turning around and walking back, this is me, this is her. I turn around. She walking to go out the doors because there's some doors right there, and I'm walking to go back to class. I'm walking, and you know how somebody just like, y'all know that dance I be doing, like. So she kind of nudged my shoulder or like pushed me like real hard with her shoulder. You know, I gotta over exaggerate just a little bit because you're not supposed to be touching me anyway. Like, I don't like you. I do not like you. Like, I do not like you. So you kind of nudged me with her shoulder a little bit, and I turned around. I said, why you just nudging me with your shoulder? Like, excuse. No, she hit me. I turned around and I said, excuse you. And she said, I'm not finna say excuse you. So you know me. I'm gonna try to skirt you just a little bit. So I walk over there. It's some lockers right here. Imagine these are lockers. I walk over to the lockers. I said, wham, with my fist, real loud. So you can hear the rumble. You can hear me smashing them lockers. And she looked at me. She said, what's that supposed to make me do? Be scared? And then I said, okay, we really don't have to go through all this. You can say excuse me, you can say sorry, or you can say something. And she said, I'm not finna say sorry to no B word. So I looked at her, I said, okay. See, what you're not finna do, and as I'm saying this, I'm walking towards her. So we like this, face to face. So I'm walking towards her, I'm like, see, what you're not finna do, you're not finna disrespect me. And everybody was looking at me like, this the moment? she finna whoop her? Whoop that! Yeah, we on the same page. See, I'm walking towards her, I'm like, okay, see, what you not finna do is disrespect me. Like, you keep on calling me out my name. You keep on calling me up. And then I stopped, and I said, wop, wop, wop. I hit it about 4 good times. And then she tried to swing, and she missed. So then her next decision was to try to pick me up. And y'all know me, like, I'm not fat and heavy at all. I'm just like a skinny little stick if you see me in real life. And just with a little bit of muscle, just with a little bit of muscle and a little bit of don't, you feel me? So she tried to pick me up, but she couldn't pick me up because my feet was planted. And then she tried to turn me. Like, she turned me, but my feet was still planted. So I spun, and I tripped over my feet and hit the ground. And immediately when I hit the ground, I lost conscious. Like, eyes rolling to the back of the head. Like, I lost conscious. So at this point, everybody that's standing around is scared. Like, they looking like, what's going on? Like, is she okay? Is she dead? Like, what's going on? So at this point, the teacher heard what's going on. It can happen, and it's coming down the hallway. And the teacher's coming down the hallway, pulled a girl off me. If you see I'm unconscious, why would you still try to hit me? Come on now. You're not making sense. So she trying to hit me. The teacher pulled her off of me and was like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on here? And so, end of the story. I mean, not end of the story. Long story short, I technically won had I not hit my head. But, if you want the part 2 to this story, because it's some stuff that happened after that, if you want the part 2 to this story, just let me know. Like, comment below. Comment down below and hit this like button. And don't forget to subscribe. Be easy.